Alright, well, welcome back to another killer video today. And today we're going to be playing a little bit of Ghostface, who is, in my opinion, the best killer who doesn't have any direct mobility abilities. Like, Freddy has his teleport, Nurse has blinks, and Spirit has her phase. I think Ghostface does take the edge over Doctor, though, because of his ability to completely negate his terror radius, meaning that survivors won't know where you are on the map at all, and it really puts a lot of pressure on them because they have to play careful, making sure that you don't stalk them and get them one shot. But anyways, let's get right into the perks here today. As per usual, we're going to be running Pop Goes the Weasel. So whenever you hook somebody for the next 60 seconds, the first generator you kick will be regressed by 25% instantly. This allows you to stop generators from flying by you, and with other tracking perks, it allows you to really interrupt where survivors are. Next up, we have Nurse's Calling, one of Ghostface's best perks in my opinion. I think it's one of Wraith's best perks as well. What this perk does is whenever a survivor is healing within 28 meters of you, it'll show you where exactly they are and the person that's healing them as well. So if there's two people healing one survivor, you'll get that information, it's really priceless information, knowing exactly how many people are where on the map. And with Ghostface's ability to turn off his terror radius altogether, it really ends up benefiting him having a Nurse's Calling. Next up, we have Sloppy Butcher, which is a great perk to combo with Nurse's Calling, in my opinion. What Sloppy Butcher does, whenever you hit somebody with a with a basic attack, it applies a mangled status effect, and they start bleeding more. The bleeding more doesn't really help in most scenarios, but the mangled status effect means that they're going to be healing about 50% slower, meaning that all heals are going to take significantly longer, giving you a better chance of finding them with Nurse's Calling. Last but not least, of course, we have Barbecue and Chili. So whenever you hook somebody, any survivors that are 40 or more meters away from you on the hook will be revealed to you for 4 seconds, and this is a great perk to combo with Pop Goes the Weasel. This will allow you to see where survivors are working on generators and go hit that generator with Pop Goes the Weasel. Now, what Barbecue and Chili also does is it gives you 25% extra blood points at the end of the game for each survivor you've hooked, for each individual survivor you've hooked. So if you hook all 4 survivors, you basically just get double blood points at the end of the game, which is always a nice thing to have as well. So Barbecue and Chili, it's honestly never a bad perk to run in my opinion. Now for these add-ons, first off we have the Cheap Cologne to slightly increase the duration of a survivor staying marked. I don't think this is too impactful. I think it goes from about 60 seconds to like 63, 64 seconds maybe. So nothing too great to have, or nothing to write home about rather. And we have the headline cutouts as well for the slightly increased movement speed while stalking. Again, this is such a minimal effect that it doesn't really help you out too much. Plus, in a lot of cases, you don't necessarily need to be stalking as Ghostface. I think personally, stalking as Ghostface is best to do early game while survivors are all while everyone's healthy. But if once you start getting some or several people injured, I think it's a lot more effective to just go for the regular swings and try and get everybody on the map injured at once. But anyways, let's get right into the video. Well, this map used to be real survivor center, but I'm pretty sure they turned down the amount of palace spawns on it, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I actually really enjoyed this map even when it was really strong for survivors, honestly. Yeah, the lean isn't working correctly. Can I mark her? I marked her in time. That's awesome. She got really greedy and thought she could break me out, but since leaning while stalking gives you a shitload, it gives you the way faster stalk, I got way more value out of it than she thought. Alright, that gen with 2 people on this definitely gonna go. And I think I saw the last gen being worked on was the one in the back right, maybe? I don't expect this generator to stay up. Oh shit, maybe I should've. I'm gonna check this locker. Okay. I just had a feeling. I know there's 2 people over here for sure, so I don't know where they are though. I thought I saw someone's arm sticking out from behind a fire barrel, but I guess I was wrong. They healed up back there. I'm gonna come check this generator, see if I can catch this person off guard. There's no one even on it, never mind. Did I get touched? I had no idea where she even was. I think she was working on the generator while she broke me out. There we go. We get an injure, and I'm gonna leave her. Alright. By the time I kick this generator, it'll buy me enough time to get my ability back while I go over to the other team, to the other side. Other team. That sucks. She really wants to mark me. She's just gonna end up getting marked because of it. Window. This isn't the one that's marked, but I can still get an injury on her. I don't mind. People rely way too much on their exhaustion perks. She's gonna drop down over here and give me a free down. So yeah, even though I didn't actually get to get the Fang that I marked, I can still come put pressure on this girl, and that Fang who's marked will probably be keeping an eye out for me and won't be as ready to go to a generator. It's definitely been over a minute though since I hooked her, so I'm just gonna hook her again. And now that there's not a generator over here, them coming over here is gonna be a huge waste of their time. Yeah, look at the Fang. She's so scared of coming to the generator or coming for the unhook when she's marked. I'm not gonna get a mark on her, there's no point. I heard a Fang run off to my right. She's gonna try and 360 me. Or not. Holy shit, she's actually just a W gamer. She's camping that pallet, so I'm gonna do this. Well, she was camping the pallet. Turn around, go for a mind game here. Wait, where? Weird. I lagged a little bit and got caught on the tree because of it. I'm gonna pretend to break the pallet here. I mean, if she's not gonna respect it, then I'm just gonna come hit her. I've been mind gaming this entire time, or trying to mind game, so going for the regular hit on her was more than fine for me, because she's gonna expect me to go for a mind game. Now I haven't really hooked too many people, considering how much progress this game has gone through, so I really got to pick it up here. I see this person hiding. This is why I like Barbecue on Ghostface, because he's a killer that people tend to hide against, and they just don't get as much value out of hiding because I can see where they are in Barbecue. Alright, she's not looking at me. I'm gonna go to my ability here so she doesn't know where I'm coming from exactly. She's gonna drop a pallet immediately. That's smart. So when I missed that swing, I went to body block the pallet. I'm actually gonna slug her here because I need to. I can put pressure on the Fang. I don't know where the Claudette. The Claudette's over here to the left. I heard her moving back over here. I'm gonna cut her off again, coming back over here, and this way I'm putting pressure on the Fang as well. If she has lives, she can try and go for the unhook, but I don't think it's the right play here for her, honestly. They just picked up the Claudette. She's gonna waste this pallet, and I don't mind kicking this pallet here, because by doing this, I'm cutting her off from getting the unhook behind me. Wait, where? Oh, did she just hide back here? Huh, weird. I'm gonna come put pressure on this Fang, or this Claudette rather. She is lithe, I know that. And right now they're all rushing for this unhook because they want to make sure she doesn't die here, because that's exactly what they need to be doing, honestly. I can down this Claudette here, go for 1-for-1. And I'll try and down the Yui as well. If I can slug her, that'd be really nice for me. Alright, that's fine. I saw the Bunny Fang right here, and I know the Killer Shack pallet sounds, but I'm not going to go into my ability yet until I know that I can get a hit on this Fang for sure. Because now I can mark her, thanks to putting so much stock on her before. She's so greedy about trying to get me out of my ability, this Fang, so it let me get that much stock earlier on, and I don't really care if she breaks me out. I know this Claudette was just working here. I want to see where the other one is. Yui was off in Narnia mending. This Claudette is going to take a hit at least. If she goes for the unhook, she goes for a trade. That's her only option. I see the Yui off in the distance going back to pick up the other girl. And thanks to slugging, I just have so much pressure on the map right now. And I'm going to go in my ability and come back over here. I don't really care if they break me out though, because they're injured. I'll get it down on the Fang, or on the Claudette rather, and I'll just pick her up and hook her right away while they go get the unhook on Fang. And I have a ton of pressure on the map right now. I can go back and kick that generator at the Claudette and start it as well if I want to. Yui's still nearby. I don't know where, but she's still nearby here. I'm just gonna keep an eye out while I walk back towards the other Fang. Yeah, these guys are healing. I know one of you is injured, so I got it down on one of you for sure. Good body block on the Fang, but this Claudette didn't realize she's getting body blocked for her. I hear the Fang running right behind me. She probably has Decisive Strike. And this Claudette's gonna try and make distance with Lithe. Oh damn, I should have just committed. And this Fang is just wasting time behind me right now, trying to take a hit. I saw him healing back there, and I saw him stop momentarily. I'm hoping that they go back to it. Yep. And I can 100% get it down on one of these guys. I want to try and get the Yui though, because I know the Yui doesn't have Decisive Strike anymore, and the Claudette might. I know they don't have Dead Hard because she hasn't used it at all yet. And I'm gonna come back and keep putting pressure on them over and over again. They're gonna go for the double heal here. I might be able to mark Fang. Yeah, I don't really care about her taking me out of myself, honestly. She keeps acting like I care, but I mean, me getting all these one-shots has been more than enough pressure so far on the map, and she won't make it anywhere unless she has Dead Hard. I saw them going back for the pickup over here on the Yui. I'm gonna pretend to come right and then loop back left to catch the Yui off guard. I see both Claudettes right now, and I'm gonna pick up this Yui and kill her right now, because I know they don't have time to pick up this Fang. And I can kill this Yui, this way I have a lot less pressure on the map, and by the time they actually get over here... Oh yeah, I forgot they dropped this pallet. I'm just gonna double check over here to make sure nobody's gonna pick up the Fang, rather. Kick the pallet and come back and pick her up and hook her. And I've generated so much map pressure from slugging right here. It's just left and right. It's so difficult for them to actually get any value out of spreading out on generators, because they don't have time to spread out on generators, because I keep downing people over and over again, keeping them injured, and it's exactly what you're going to be looking for as Ghostface. Someone's nearby, so I'm going to go into my ability, hoping that they'll look at me. Okay, I hear her. Never mind. This is why you don't stealth without Iron Will, by the way, because it just leads to me getting easy downs. I see the Claudette going back now, and I think I can cut her off before she gets the unhook. And even if I don't, she'll have to 1-for-1 for the Fang. I'm gonna swing real early here, hoping that I can just deny it, and there we go. And that's the strength of Ghostface right there. Once you can get people injured, it becomes a game of trading for them over and over again. You can just continuously down one person over and over again, and they have to keep going back to pick them up. And excuse me, I noticed that Yui was a bit of a weak link, so that's why I kept targeting her, because taking out the weak link early on just benefits me. It doesn't really benefit them, because they have to keep going back to pick her up, to get her off the hook, whatever it may be. And them going back and doing all of that means that I'm getting a lot more pressure on the map. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.